Hi guys, this is your boys Sipa, Pablo Messi, Jehovah Money, you know. Today I'm going to talk about a discussion I had with a few students from Limkokwing about, they're actually studying communication and marketing. So they were asking me about what digital platform, the questions were, do you use traditional or digital marketing in order to promote your brands mostly? Which one do you use more? Let me just start with definitely. I would start with digital marketing because digital marketing is way more cost effective as compared to traditional marketing. Traditional marketing are your billboards, your flyers, your newspaper ads, your radio ads. That's traditional marketing. That's what we've been using. That's what's been actually, I'd actually call it analog marketing because it uses mainly the old mediums, the paper trail, like mediums that you can touch. Whereas with digital marketing, the cost of reaching people is much lower than it is when it comes to newspapers, or when it comes to radio, or even billboards. For example, locally here, for you to get a billboard, you're looking about 7,000 to 8,000, and of that 7,000 to 8,000, you're looking at 7,000 to 8,000 rand monthly. You're looking at 7,000 to 8,000 monthly, and you're looking at about a 3-month contract. So I'm not saying billboards are bad, guys. Just understand me here. Let me just explain to you why I prefer digital marketing in terms of cost. So with that 8,000, on digital marketing platforms, you would not only be able to redesign your artwork or control your artwork, but also you are able to target the right people. With a budget of that much, of 8,000, you are looking on a billboard, the traffic per day, usually for a billboard that costs that much, you're looking at daily traffic of about 32,000 to 36,000 people. So viewing a traffic, just people seeing it, moving up and down. Of which people do watch and listen, but I don't really feel like they're always the most relevant people. Whereas now when you look at digital marketing, that 36 to 1,000 people can still be reached at a lower cost, and at a more refined stage. In a more refined way, because now you can control your demographics. By demographics, what we mean by demographics is basically where the person lives, what their likes are, how old they are, what gender they are, in what stage of life are they in? Are they a student? Are they working? You understand? You are more in control when it comes to digital marketing. Whereas with just traditional marketing, the billboard is there, it's just there. After 3 months, it's done. We have to take it down, and you also have to pay for the artwork, and it's a lot. It's quite a bit. Whereas with the budget with our sales, we have actually a number of programs that we offer you, packages actually. There's a takeoff, there's a lift-off package, of which you could be reaching with a budget of about 5 monthly, you would be reaching about 100,000 people, 100 to 150,000, 50 to 150,000 people on a daily basis on the campaign, depending on how we set your budget. So you start to find that, and on top of that, these are not just people who just look at your thing and just go home. No, when people look at it on ads on our platforms, actually, you find that they're actually able to engage with you. They can comment, they can like, they can subscribe, they can even make a direct message into your WhatsApp. That's the kind of control that you need in this new age of marketing. You don't want to just leave something there and then hope for the best. No, you want to make sure that when people see your work, they're able to contact you immediately. And digital marketing platforms provide that platform. You understand? That's just answering the first part of the question. Between digital and traditional marketing, when you use digital marketing, what platforms do you use when you're using digital platforms? So we're now looking at now which digital platforms I've chosen to use here in Lesotho. We've mainly focused on Facebook, Instagram, LinkedIn. YouTube, definitely on some cases, on some campaigns, not everything, depending on what the product is. and how long the ad has to be, we usually just go on, or we usually go with Meta and Google Ads, actually. Meta and Google Ads, because that usually covers us on most platforms and makes it much easier for us. The reason being, most people in Lesotho actually are on Facebook bundles. So if you're on Facebook bundles and and an ad comes up, it's easy for you to just continue to WhatsApp and then just go and message the relevant company. This makes it easier for the local community to access. It also gives you more relevant results. And when you are relying on stats that will come out after maybe 3 months, 3 months or a year of analytics, you need to go out there and do surveying and data collection. You kind of eliminate the unnecessary costs of traditional marketing or analog marketing in this case. Because usually what would happen in the old setup of marketing offices is this. We put a billboard out, we put flyers out, we put teams out there, we go to different places, we're deployed in different places promoting this brand, and then we start collecting information that, no, did you see this ad? We give out the flyers, and then now back at the office, we now have to now start doing, when a client now buys something or now buys or gets a service, they basically now need to fill out a survey again and now say, no, I found you guys here or here or here. And a lot of people don't really have time at that time. It makes it a bit difficult for us to be able to now to determine where the real results came from. But with digital marketing, it's very simple. It's just on the spot. You see, these are the people you're talking to. It's costing you this much. It's costing you this much for the ad to run, and for the cost per result is this much, which is usually on Facebook it's cost per result. On Google it's cost per visit. I think that one is one from Google Analytics. It's about cost per visit. So it's much easier to measure. The issue in business is you want to see results. You want to make sure that your results make sense. So with digital platforms, it's much easier to measure what you're doing. And then the other one was, the last question I think was, and then when using which platforms have been the most effective while using digital marketing for you here in Lesotho? And then lastly was, which ones would you recommend? The platforms I would recommend at this point is just the ones that I've just mentioned, Google Ads and Facebook Meta. Especially when you're in Lesotho, I would encourage Facebook Meta more, because that's where majority of the population is, and the number of people still do not yet have access to internet as we'd hope for, as we'd like to see by this time. Because if you're looking at internet users in the whole of Lesotho, we've got about population of about 2 point something million, and we're looking at only about 600,000 people, 6 to 800,000 people who have internet access. And of those 6 to 800,000 people who have internet access, it's mostly mobile internet. It's not even fiber or Wi-Fi. The people who are on Wi-Fi are even less in that demographic, because you find it might be even be 40 to 30% of that demographic. And the people who actually have unlimited access to internet are actually less and less. So what you just need to do is find a platform that is relevant to everyone, that is friendly to everyone. Because it doesn't help you to make an amazing ad on Twitter or maybe on YouTube when most people don't even watch it or they don't even use it, especially locally. So what you need to do is just that you need to grow your audience, and you need to grow your audience on all platforms. I'm not saying ignore the other platforms, but I'm saying for now, most businesses in Lesotho should be focusing on having a My Google business, and having a Facebook page, and having a LinkedIn page, so that we can track you as a business to be normal. Because most businesses at this point can't really they can't afford to have a website, because one, they can't afford to have it maintained, because the website is very high maintenance. It's not just something that you just put up and you just leave there. Information has to be changed. People have to be updated. So for people to actually get used to that, I would recommend them to use Facebook pages, LinkedIn pages, My Google business, so that you get used to scheduling your posts and actually regularly updating people on what's happening in your business. But then when you've now gotten to a point where now you've gotten a market that is beyond Lesotho, just beyond the borders, that's when now I'd recommend now you start doing websites and these other innovations like apps, and also especially apps. Apps are amazing, guys, because the flexibility and the range that an app gives you as a business is amazing, because you not only create a database of your clients, but you also create a way to assess, a way to win over new clients easily without you having now to send out teams again. So in this new age, it's all about working smart and not working hard is still required. Let me not lie to you guys, because even with all this AI, with all these systems, yeah, we still do a lot of work ourselves as a team. We still have to go around making the content and making sure that people can understand the content and that it is relevant to them. There's still one-on-one interactions with clients and one-on-one interactions with customers to hear what they prefer and what they think of the current campaigns. There's a lot of feedback involved. The issue is feedback. So the demographics may be there in digital marketing, but you still need to put in the work of talking to the people, of surveying your results, and of reviewing. And also, here's another key about advertising, or advertising on digital platforms: consistency. Digital platforms don't like one night stands. We don't just do one advert on radio today and for the rest of the year we're quiet. No, it doesn't work like that. In business and in marketing, and especially in branding, you have to be consistent. For you to just go from a picture, your logo is nothing but a picture until people find it relevant. When people find it relevant, it becomes a symbol. And when it becomes a symbol, it makes a tribe. When it makes a tribe, it creates a community. And when you have a community, that's when now you can really now start, you really have the flexibility of introducing new products, playing with new products. So you need to always pursue consistency. You need to always be seen by people. You always need to be making sure your product is first and forefront. So I think that answers my questions for today, guys. I hope you guys have a lovely day. Those are the tips for digital marketing that we had for you today. Remember, it's been your boys, OMT, Pablo, and I'm out, guys.